Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Before starting, subscribe and like the videos, it really helps. The content from this video are taken from the web novel and manga series of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Now please enjoy the video. Part 3. The meal we had assembled in the dining room was using a buffet method. After worrying about the seating order, in the end we just completely brushed aside the seats. Luckily, even including the table, it's a wide room with enough space to walk around. In case someone gets tired as well, there are chairs left prepared at the end of the room as well. The cooking is intended as easy-to-eat things for a buffet. For the time being, I distribute alcohol cups to everyone. Since Nanahoshi declined the alcohol, I gave her fruit juice. It seems to have become that I would make the toast. Lined up with Sylphy, I stepped forward. The gazes were gathering. 11 people's gazes. They're by no means unpleasant looks. But somehow it makes me a bit tense. I had prepared a sort of cue card though. And Sylphy was tightly holding my hand. After looking at her face, she was smiling at me with a shy face. She was saying in a whisper to give it my best. I want to pull her into the bedroom right now. Oh my, Rudeus, your face is bright red. Giggle. Lisa, be quiet. Elinalise was laughing and unusually Cliff was reading the mood. Alright. Cough. Thank you everyone for gathering together today, even though I'm sure everyone is quite busy. I declare it once more formally, I Rudeus and this, fuhahahaha. There I enter with a bang. I felt like my heart jumped out of my mouth. After turning around, that guy was there. A black body and tall height. With 6 arms tightly packed into his uniform. The immortal demon king Badagadi has come out with a bang. He came in from the door connected to the kitchen. Everyone was lost for words. That imposing and majestic attitude. Even Cliff swallowed his words. I didn't know what would be good to say as well. With that timing, isn't it almost like Badagadi and I are getting married? Your wife, is that right? That one stupid girl with the name like a toothpaste, right? Badagadi, you're late. The one entered the Tsukomi was Elinalise. However, Badagadi goes where the wind blows. Humu. Certainly I'm late. However, in regards to my race, on the occasion of a meeting between royalty, it's already decided that you enter with a timing to pull a nerve and stir things up. That's a lie, right? It's not a lie. Since it's something that Kishirika decided on a whim, I think it's foolish as well though. Even though you think it's foolish, you still do it, huh? What a random guy. That's why you've been defeated by the human race over and over. For your sake I especially went out of the way to pitch in and help. I circled around to the rear entrance. I took the time to enter from the back. It's fine for you to feel grateful, fuhahahaha. So he especially went out of his way to circle around. You, curse you, no, calm down. Badagadi is this sort of guy. You already knew that, right? Ha 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 ha, I see now. Thank you very much. Thanks are unnecessary. Now, it would be good for you to get married as much as you please before myself. Having a marriage ceremony with a demon king in attendance, it's something that seldom happens. I've never done this sort of service after all. While Badagadi was saying that, he sat down on the ground with a plunk. For the time being I thought it might be good to prepare a chair or something though. Since magic races often seem to sit on the floor, I guess there's no problem. Then, I'll restart, cough, and clearing my throat. Thank you very much for gathering together on this busy day. Once again I'll formally declare, I Rudeus and this Sylphy are getting married. Since we're both still inexperienced, I think there are some points we could be lacking, but I'd like for us to help each other and lend a hand in our lives there. Yeah, the 12 of you gathered here, in these past few years, are people who especially helped us out personally. The days we met and the superficial points are there, but strangely I feel that you all match well with us, and I feel you are all friends. During times of trouble I will become the strength of my friends. If there's a time when you're mutually in dispute, please remember our faces. I'd like for you to let things be water under the bridge for us to save face. No good, this is a bit too stiff, isn't it? Everyone is making complicated faces. I wonder if I made a mistake with my words. And Pawn, Badagadi hit me on the shoulder. It would be good to stop with words of reserved manners. You love each other and you want all of those here to acknowledge that, right? Oh. That's right, just like that. Alright. Well, what the? Sylphy and I can manage things as we go along. If anything happens, please lend us your power. Please treat us well. Alright, cheers to the future of the young two. Cheers. Before one knows, Badagadi is holding up a sake cup. Matching up together with that, everyone raised their cups. The meal started with a bit of alcohol being spilled. Part 4. Pursena went straight to stretching her hand towards the meat. It's the boar meat that's been giving off steam since a while ago. I wonder if it's a custom of the beast race to be the first to eat the prey you caught yourself. No, that's wrong. Rinia has taken up position in front of the fireplace, while eating the karage look-alike, the fried chicken. Nanahoshi took the entire plate of potato chips and withdrew to the edge of the room to start crunching away at them. Julie suddenly sat down next to her. Nanahoshi was startled. Julie started eating the potato chips with an attitude of, "Please don't mind me." The other day we had Julie taste test the potato chips. I'm sure she's been aiming for them since that time. Nanahoshi and Julie. An amusing atmosphere is floating around. Being called by that atmosphere, Batagati dropped by. It's fine, though Zenoba is occasionally flashing glances towards her. I wonder what he's hesitating over, and just as I was thinking that, somehow it seems he was waiting for Ariel to move. Leading the other three, Ariel came over to Sylphy and I. "Sylphy, congratulations. Ariel-sama, thank you very much." Sylphy lowered her head towards Ariel with her usual shy smile. How does he and this house compare to Sylphy's dreams? Somehow, it's more amazing than my dreams. This house has a bath as well. Oh, having a bath on the individual level isn't common even in Asura. How enviable. Sylphy, since that's the case, it would be fine to take a break from guarding for about a year or so. That is, at the time when a child is made. Ariel was giggling with a smile. After that, Luke and the two attendants as well were talking about this and that with Sylphy. I only just found out the names of the attendants, but it seems they have a deep bond with Sylphy. So intimate that the Blue Wolf girl was brought to tears. How do I put it, it's almost like a separation party for a high school track and field club, that kind of image. And, Luke came over to my place. Well, I think there's still various things lurking in the back, but please take good care of me, right? While saying that, he held out his hand towards me. Even if you say there's still things lurking around, I have no interest in such things though. Well, since the other side is saying I'm in your care, then I'm not reluctant. Yeah, I'm in your care, Luke, senpai. I entrust Sylphy to you. Luke shortly said that and released his hand. Rather, it feels more like there's things lurking around behind on Luke's side. I wonder what it is. I have the feeling it's somewhat different from jealousy. After Ariel moved away, Zenoba came up. For the time being, it seems he's bothered over something like the hierarchy. They are both royalty after all. I guess he feels things in that area need to be done properly. I'm here to say it once again, Shisho. Congratulations on your marriage. Thank you, Zenoba. Zenoba faced Sylphy, and then lowered his head. Madam, honestly, I thought you were a man. To do something like mistake Shisho's partner as a man, please forgive my rudeness. Sylphy shook her hands in a panic. Ah, no, please raise your head. Royalty shouldn't do that. Towards someone like me. Someone you say, you're the madam of my respected Shisho. If I were to say, the next person down below God, since even Rudy made the mistake after all, it can't be helped. Right, and suddenly it was waved towards me. As shameful as it is, even I mistook Sylphy for a man. It's without a doubt because I had no sexual desire. For the time being, I nodded that was true and left it. After Zenoba moved away, Rinia and Pursena came up. Is it human race manners to do greetings when people are in the middle of a meal? Nya? It's bad manners, Nano. And it was just that. There wasn't any particular congratulations. During the time of their fellow's wedding, I'll make sure to properly ask about the way of doing it for the beast race. But, if Fitz and Boss are getting married, then I agree, Nya. It's a good thing when strong people stick together, Nya. Right, Nano? If you give birth to strong children, your family will be secure, Nano. I feel that it's bad manners to have such a frank conversation in the middle of a meal. The next one after the two was Nanahoshi. Somehow, it seems she came here running away from Batagati. I wonder what was done. Her hair is disheveled, and after looking at Batagati, he's making a racket with Julie riding on his shoulders. Congratulations. Thank you. Nanahoshi just said that shortly and started to leave, and then that was called to a halt by Sylphy. Nanahoshi-san, is it alright to ask one thing? What is it? Previously, Nanahoshi-san, you said you were from the same place as Rudy, right? That was with... what kind of meaning? Nanahoshi-san came here from another world, right? Sylphy said the latter part in a whisper. Nanahoshi looked at me, with eyes that were asking what she should do. I felt like anything is fine, really. I don't have any intention of keeping secrets from Sylphy, but, however, if she were to know, and she might make a weird face. Since he was used to the language, I just misunderstood. Nanahoshi didn't say it. Nothing. The last ones to come were Cliff and Elinalise. After lining us up, Cliff held something like a cross with one hand and cut us off and stated something like a simple chant. You two aren't Millis believers, so this is the only blessing I can do. I'll just go with accepting the sentiment. My God is tolerant, so she shouldn't get angry. Although, I'm a Japanese, we celebrate Christmas, but it's an ordinary occurrence not to carry out Mass. We're a race of people where the majority of people haven't even read the original text, even though we really like names like Michael and Gabriel. Now I have a God I believe in, but I have no intention of minding the blessings of other denominations. Rudeus, it's great, isn't it, that it's cured? Elinalise said that while making a bit of a pouting expression. That's right, even up until now I never actually informed her that I completely cured my ed. If you had informed me about it a bit faster, it would have been very well, you know. If I had told you, I thought you might have said something like, I'll check to make sure if that's true or not, and then attack me? Never. I said it before, didn't I? I have absolutely no intention of becoming Paul's daughter. I see. Then, it might have been better if I had told her about it sooner. Among those here, I've spent the longest time associating with Elinalise after all. Though I say that, it's at most plus a half a year or so. Well, but if Cliff and Sylphy hadn't been around, I might have thought of it about once. I as well, if Sylphy wasn't around, I might have thought about it at one point. Then we've done something wasteful, haven't we? Well, now that it's become like this, I'll just have to think of it like there was no fate between us, and just normally associate as friends. Yeah, please take good care of me after this as well. Elinalise faced Sylphy. She started talking to Sylphy with a gentle expression. Sylphy-san. Congratulations on your marriage. I wish for your happiness from the bottom of my heart, congra. Tears started to come spilling out from Elinalise's eyes. While she continued to overlook Sylphy, she was sniffling deeply. I was startled. I didn't understand the reason she suddenly started crying. Elinalise's trembling hand touched Sylphy's cheek. Her legs were trembling, so she crumbled down to her knees. Her face was becoming disheveled, only, looking at Sylphy's face. I am sorry about that. For me to do something like this, I was sure Sylphy would be surprised as well. And that's what I was thinking, but it wasn't the case. She was confused, but it didn't give a feeling of surprise. I've been wanting to ask about it for a long time, but, could it be possible that Elinalise-san is my ba-chan? The one startled this time wasn't just me. Cliff as well, and then Elinalise was surprised as well. Otto-san said it. That my Obaa-chan was a comrade of Rudy's. Otto-san. He said something like that. No, but, I really don't know if there was such a connection between Paul and Rawls. He did say he got along well together with Rawls in the middle of guarding the village though. While they were in the middle of talking, it might have come out that they actually had a relation through Elinalise. Such things happening are a possibility. The world is small. Come to think of it, the woodcraft pendant Sylphy made and gave to me and the pendant attached to the grip of Elinalise's sword are the same, aren't they? After hearing it said, their looks are somewhat similar as well. Elinalise-san, as I thought, that's true, right? That's wrong. Your Obaa-sama can't be this. Otto-san said it. Because of Oba-chan they were chased out of the great forest, and they were against his marriage with Oka-san as well. That since she might be feeling down over something like that, if I were to ever meet her she might be trying to hide her identity. To think Elinalise and Rawls had such a past. No, but, I feel like I understand the reason they were opposed. Even I hesitated considerably at the time when I introduced Cliff to Elinalise. If your own daughter were to with the son of such a woman, I'm sure there are parents who would oppose it. That is, Elinalise raised the sobbing and cried. It seems she tried to say something, but it wouldn't turn into words. Sylphy as well, thought she said something wrong and started to get a bit nervous. Cliff-senpai. I called out to Cliff. Cliff as well, his eyes had become black and white. What is it? Please help Elinalise-san rest in a relevant room on the second floor. That's right, I guess. I understand. Sylphy as well, we'll leave that conversation for later, for now it would be better to calm down. Yes. Elinalise's hand was pulled by Cliff and looked at me with frightened eyes. Rudeus, I am like this, but that is, Rawls was a normal child. Of course, his child Sylphy as well, that's why, therefore, what? Do you think I'm looking at you with eyes of prejudice now? She has no faith in me. Well, recently here I have been avoiding Elinalise after all. In that area, there might have been an accumulation of various misunderstandings. I brought my mouth close to Elinalise's ear. Please don't worry. I won't separate from Sylphy because of Elinalise-san. But, rather than that, shouldn't you worry more about becoming relatives with Paul who you really hate? Phew, Rudeus. You, at a time like this you sure say amusing things, don't you? Elinalise laughed frailly. For the present time it's some relief. In any case, I'm sure it'll be better when we're a bit more calmed down. In regards to that matter, afterwards please take your time talking together with Sylphy about it. Yeah, I'm grateful for your care. Led by Cliff, Elinalise withdrew. Cliff, please take care of it well. No congratulations came from Badagati. He took up position at the edge of the room, turning the ambiance of the room bright while laughing with a foo-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha. He's an appreciated existence. That's it guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want more and don't forget to like the videos.